Hey everyone, Chris with the Kentucky Woodsman's Channel. Welcome to Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Far southwest Mississippi, real close to New Orleans, Louisiana. And we are down here doing some fishing and kayaking. We're staying at a fish camp on the bayou down here and just enjoying our time. Kind of a family get together down here. So you're going to see a whole series of videos of some of the stuff we did around the area. You're going to see a kayaking trip. See some fishing, you're going to see all kinds of stuff going on. Not necessarily in just this video either. There'll be 2 or 3 videos that probably come out. But just want to say I apologize for not getting out a whole lot of videos here lately. Work schedule's just been extremely hectic. We was able to take an extended long weekend, which for me an extended long weekend in this situation was a 5-day weekend, and we've spent our time down south. Up in Kentucky right now, they're getting a snowstorm, and I take it they got about 4 or 5 inches of snow coming, so I'm enjoying the sunshine, short sleeves, and even shorts. I'll spare you the details on that one. But stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of fun on this one, folks. I think you'll enjoy it. It says one of the little bayou channels goes behind the fish shack or the fish cabin or the bayou cabin, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you call it, something like that we're staying in. We're up about, I'd say a good 20 or 30 feet off the ground, and it's made that way to help it survive hurricanes. So as you can see, some big boats in the background, sailboat, big cruiser over there, and I don't know if you can see down there, my son, my nephew, my son-in-law, and my brother-in-law, we're all doing a little fishing. We got, they're catching a few small bluegill or brim, whatever you want to call them. And I have got a few bank lines, limb lines, and trot lines out, trying to catch some elusive catfish from this area. Hope to have a big fish dinner if we can catch enough, and catch any, that is. So this is what's going on right now. I'll take you down and show you what the house looks like from the ground level. Alright, this is the house that we're staying in. Like I said, I guess you'd call it more of a fishing cabin, maybe a waterside vacation home, something like that. Be a cabin up in the mountains of Kentucky, but this is where we're staying, and you can see it's built a long way off the ground, and that's to help it ward off the waters of the hurricanes as they come in and all that. Bay St. Louis here, where we're at, in 2005 was ground zero for Hurricane Katrina. Of course, you all know how devastated New Orleans was, and this whole area was just inundated with water, and the wind damage was unreal. And from what I have read, the whole community of Bay St. Louis was completely, teetotally destroyed and has since been built back up. So, you know, that was in 2005, and we're in 2020 right now, so it's been 15 years ago. So I think the place has recovered quite a bit, but you can still see evidence of the damage that happened during the hurricane. So, I mean, I can't imagine what it looked like immediately after the hurricane hit. As I was saying, you got this big sailboat. You've got another sailboat in behind it, and like right in there, I'll show you give you a better view of it. There's a big cabin cruiser, old cabin cruiser. I'm surprised it's even still floating, but a cabin cruiser sitting over there. It's in bad shape, but still pretty neat. Kind of ghost of the bayou, I guess you would say. Ghost ships of the bayou. But this is part of the Bayou Channel. As I was telling you, it's about a mile. You can go that way up the channel, and it's about a mile paddle out to the main bayou. I'm pretty sure we can get there. I tried to map it out by satellite views, and it looks like it's open channel all the way to the main bayou. So hopefully either today or tomorrow, or maybe even Saturday, we'll make the paddle out there. as I showed you, we've got the kayaks with us, and we're ready to just live some adventures. Got other things we want to do too, but kayaking and fishing was high on the priority list. What's that? I said I got to clear it in my water first. Got my son-in-law, my nephew, and my son all here. We all came from different parts of the United States and merged here at Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. This place will never be the same, I can guarantee you that. And I don't know what it is, but there's just something about that old cabin cruiser over there. It looks like a ghost ship, but there's just something cool about it. It's just got a cool factor like you wouldn't believe. Kind of looking for alligators too, but I have a feeling the water might be a little too cool for them to be making much of a appearance right now. So we'll keep trying. Had a small bluegill or brim on a couple of hooks yesterday, and whatever it was, it bit the bluegill in two. So definitely something in here with some potential. Some crabs in here too, but I don't think the crabs did what I saw done to that bluegill. So it's been interesting. It's been fun. The bayous are cool. Hope to do some kayaking today if at all possible. That's the plan anyway. Tide's out right now, as you can see. We've lost looks like about 2 to 3 feet of water level. And I'm sure it'll be back here shortly. Got another one right here. Just a bank line. I don't think there's anything on it though. And no, there's not. Bait's been robbed on it as well. We'll keep trying, and maybe we'll get these bayou fish figured out before we leave, hopefully. Okay, I don't know if the wind is going to kill my audio or not. I'm getting blown. You can see backwards pretty fast here. But we are taking these little bayou channels out to the main bayou, or at least trying to work our way that way. I think it's about a mile out to the main bayou. So we're heading that way. In the meantime, I'm getting blown back the way I came. So I'm going to jump off here and get started paddling again. Okay, we're actually in the little town of Bay St. Louis, and you know, we've mentioned several times about it being ground zero for Katrina. Well, there was a story that happened here in Bay St. Louis, and I take it, and I hope I'm right on this, but the story was that there was a family. The whole family was saved due to this piece of driftwood. That piece of driftwood was taken, and angels were carved into the tree because that tree saved their life, the whole family's life. So you think about it, that's a pretty neat story. I see a little plaque over here. We'll go over and pause the camera and let you read it. Very neat though. Very neat. Okay, here's the story. The angel tree. In the early 1900s, Ovenia D. Monteluzan, I hope that's pronounced correct pronunciation, looked out her kitchen window and saw workers starting to take down this oak, a sapling at the time, to clear a way for the Matazulan Avenue. I just butchered that name, I'm sure, and I apologize for that. She asked them successfully to stop because the young tree was an oak and would be beautiful one day. At that time, this tree stood 225 feet west of that avenue. On the morning of August 29, 2005, Hurricane Katrina bore down on the family home, a turn-of-the-century villa which had become the Bay Town Inn. Of the 7 people in the inn that morning, 4 made it through the water and were rescued in the afternoon. Kevin Gilroy, Doug Nowlett, Nikki Nicholson, Moon, along with her Scottish Terrier Maddie, managed to get to this tree, and once the tide surge washed away the historic home, they held on for several hours as the waves washed over them. The eye passed, and they were able to jump down and find shelter for the night. Years later, the tree was carved and moved to this location. Neat story, very neat story. Okay, we're in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, at the beach. As you can see, it is a beautiful day. Early spring here in far southwest, as far south, I guess, as you can about get in Mississippi. Got my family. We're kind of having a family reunion. My daughter, son-in-law, and grandsons came in from Texas. The rest of us converged from Lexington, Kentucky, and our hometown of Letcher County, our hometown in Letcher County. It's been an awesome get-together with the family. Bigfoots have been here.
That would be me, thank you.
This is the beach at Bay St. Louis, the little town of Bay St. Louis. You can see, of course, it's early in the spring. We got the beach all to ourselves, but man, this is a beautiful place. I would highly recommend a trip to Bay St. Louis. This place is awesome. It really is.